Hey guys, Steven here, and this time we'll be taking a look at my graphic novel collection. It's a long time coming. I've been holding it off, but now I'm going to show it off. And yeah, so pretty much, I have ordered some books on the way, so it won't be in this video. I might do an updated collection soon. And there are some books that I've let friends borrow that have yet to be returned, but you know what? I can't wait anymore. So yeah, I'm going to do a collection video, and I'll do a room tour in my own room sooner or later later on my channel. So I guess for right now we'll be taking a look at my comic book collection, or graphic novel collection specifically. And considering, we'll just show it right now. And yes, I apologize for my figures that are in the way, but yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with it. And I am not gonna show my single issues, considering that they take way too long. And yeah, considering if you guys seen my other past videos, it's been, like I've recorded 20 minutes each video, so yeah, we're not going to do that. And if you guys can see that third comic shelf up there, or this comic box right here, it's pitch black, but there are comics in there. They're my current Rebirth, DC Universe Rebirth comics in there. But like I said, I'm not going to show any single issues because it's just going to take too long. And yeah, you got space right there. You got my boards and bags, but I might buy 2 more comic boxes. I don't know. I might buy a big action figure or statue up there. Who knows? But I already wasted like a minute or so into this video. And yeah, if you guys would, I would love to see your guys' comic collection. If you guys have any, I don't care whether it's small or big it is, because I'm a sucker for comic book or graphic novel videos on YouTube. So yeah, it doesn't matter how much you got. It depends, it's all about reading as much as you can. So that's all there is to it. But yeah, we'll just get started. 2 minutes into the video already. Fuck. But yeah, we got my DC Comics Encyclopedia. This is an older release. This is like 2008, I think, release. They did make a new one, which is the 2016 one, which has the new 52 stuff and the Rebirth stuff, but I got the outdated one, which is 2008, but it's still good. It still holds up. So yeah, you got Wonder Woman, Amazon hero icon. This is more of a documentary book, which pretty much talks about her as an Amazon hero and icon. But yeah, like there is comic panels, artwork in there, inspirations and all that stuff, but it's more of a documentary rather than an actual comic. Then you have DC Comics, The Ultimate Guide, which is more of a kid's book, really. But I only got it because it has some New 52 artwork in there and New 52 stuff. So that's why I got it, and it was pretty cheap. So, yeah. Green Lantern Omnibus, Volume 1. So, this is the first volume of the Green Lantern Omnibus. What is it? By John Broome, I think his name is. But yeah, typical Silver Age Green Lantern stuff. Justice League of America by Gardner Fox, the Silver Age stuff too. I actually do have a good chunk of the run in Showcase Presents form. It's just, sorry for the shakiness of my camera, but yeah, it's pretty much, I only got it because I wanted to see how it looked in color, because the biggest chunk of my collection is from Showcase Presents. So yeah, Suicide Squad Volume 1 Omnibus, which is the older Suicide Squad. It's not the team of supervillains. This is more of the classic military kind of stories. So, Supergirl, Silver Age Omnibus, Volume 1. Wonder Woman, George Perez, Volume 1 Omnibus, which I recommend picking up. And if you guys are wondering, my comic book collection is alphabetical order. It just depends on the size. Like, if it's like this big, then it shrinks down, then the alphabet restarts. So right here, we got my omnibuses. Then it restarts right here with the 2 hardcovers, which is Batman the Killing Joke. I'm sure everyone has in their collection. DC Universe Rebirth, the deluxe edition. This is when Wally West comes back. So welcome back, Wally. And then see, it restarts again with the smaller hardcovers. So yeah, Aquaman the New 52 Volume 1, Batman Ego and Other Tales by Darwin Cook. Batman Illustrated by Neil Adams Volume 1 and 2, which I really recommend you guys pick up. I know a lot of people are A little pissed about the recoloring. Yeah, I totally understand it. I prefer the original coloring, but you know, it is what it is. Tales of the Batman by Len Wein. Rest in peace, Len Wein. Len Wein is one of my favorite writers, and I really love this book. And I recommend you guys check it out. But Catwoman Selina's Big Score by Darwin Cook again. Identity Crisis, Infinite Crisis, Justice by Kruger, Alex Ross, Justice League Origin, you know, the first volume from the New 52. And then you got the Brad Meltzer, Dwayne McDuffie run of Justice League of America. You got Tornado's Path, Lightning Sagas, Injustice League, Sanctuary, Second Coming, and When Worlds Collide. I'm missing Cry for Justice, but, you know, I heard it was optional to have it, but I kind of want to get it, and I want to get the hardcover just so I can be consistent with it. And then you got Justice League of America Omega, which is a random hardcover that I got. But yeah, and then you got Lois Lane, A Celebration of 75 Years, which I like these books. These books are awesome. So this was actually a recent purchase. So yeah, Superman Camelot Falls by Kurt Busiek. I really like Kurt Busiek as a writer, so there's that. And then now you got my actual trade paperbacks. So Showcase presents Adam Strange Volume 1, All-Star Comics Showcase presents Volume 1, Aquaman from the New 52 Volume 2, and then you got Aquaman Showcase presents Volumes 1 through 3. You have Aquaman the Water Bearer, and then you got The Atom Showcase presents Volumes 1 and 2, and then you got Batgirl Showcase presents Volume 1. Now let's move to the second shelf. We got Batgirl from the New 52, Volume 1 and 2 by Gail Simone. Great run. You know, considering I bitch about the New 52, that's one of the better ones. Batgirl and Robin, Year 1. Batgirl Silent Night. And then you got Showcase Presents Batman Volume 6, I believe. And then you got Batman Chronicles right here. You got Batman The Dark Knight, New 52, Volume 1. And then you got Batman The Dark Knight Returns. Batman Death in the Family. Batman The Greatest Stories Ever Told, Volumes 1 and 2. Oh, these need to be switched. Oh, well. I kind of messed them up, but yeah. Batman Hush. And then Batman Nightfall, Volumes 1 through 3. And then Batman Long Halloween, Batman Second Chances, Batman vs. Superman. This is more of a kind of like a hype for Batman, for the Batman v Superman movie, which is just a compilation of comics from Hush, Dark Knight Returns, or whatever. This is not really recommended, considering you might as well just get the original stories themselves, but I guess it's for those who are just buying into the hype for Batman v Superman back in the day. I mean, right here. But yeah, Batman Year 1, Batman Year 100, Blackest Night, Showcase presents Blackhawks, Volume 1, Showcase presents Blue Beetle, Volume 1, also by Len Wein. Booster Gold, Showcase presents. And then you got Showcase presents The Brave and the Bold Batman Team Ups, Volumes 1 through 3. Then you got Showcase presents Captain Carrot and His Amazing Zoo Crew, which is also another recent purchase. I got this for like $4. So that's a really good deal. Catwoman New 52, Volumes 1 through 3. Catwoman by Jim Ballant, Book 1, which is another recent purchase too. Challengers of the Unknown, Volumes 1 to 3 by Showcase Presents. And then Countdown to Final Crisis. I have actually read the Final Crisis book. I did not like it, so I don't own the actual Final Crisis book, but yeah. Crisis on Infinite Earths. DC The New Frontier on Volume 1 and 2. DC Universe Online Legends Volume 3. These are just random trade paperbacks once again. Same thing with Deadman Book 4, just another random trade paperback that I got in like a bundle or a set or a lot of comics or trade paperbacks. Then you got DC Showcase Presents The Elongated Man. You got The Flash Greatest Stories Ever Told, and then you got Flashpoint, Flash Rebirth, and this is the 2007 Rebirth. This is not the current Rebirth. This Rebirth is when Barry Allen comes back, so there was that. And you got Gotham Central Book 1, 2, and 4. I do have Volume 3, but someone is borrowing it right now, so oh well. But I will say that this Gotham Central is what Gotham, the TV show, should have been, but oh well. And then you got Green Arrow by Showcase Presents Volume 1. And then Green Arrow, Black Canary, For Better or Worse. And now we're on to the third shelf, guys. So, yeah, you got Green Arrow Quiver by Kevin Smith. You got Green Lantern, Green Arrow. You got, let me just remove this statue right here. You got the Green Lantern Showcase Presents Volume 2. I don't have Volume 1, but I don't really need it, considering you guys can see next to it, I got Green Lantern Chronicles and the Omnibus that I showed earlier. So, I really don't need it. But, yeah, and then you got Green Lantern Greatest Stories Ever Told, Green Lantern No Fear, and Green Lantern Rebirth by Jeff Johns. Let me just put this back. Whoops. But, and then you have Hawkman Showcase Presents Volumes 1 and 2. You have the History of the DC Universe. You have the Invasion storyline, which, you know, the CW did, which it was an okay storyline. I like the Crisis on Earth X crossover better when it comes to the CW, but this book was a really fun read. I recommend it. And then you got the Grant Morrison, who is it? Grant Morrison, Mark Waid, Joe Kelly, Chris Claremont, and Kurt Busiek JLA from the 90s to the mid-2000s. So, yeah, volumes 1 through 9. This is the complete set right here. And I do have JLA New World Order, which is an older release of pretty much volume 1. It's just a little skinnier. Same thing with Crisis of Conscience, which is pretty much this volume 9, but in a skinnier trade paperback form. That's why it's volume 18. But, yeah. Then you got JLA Earth 2 by Grant Morrison. You got JLA Greatest Stories Ever Told. You got JLA Ultramarine Corps. You have JLA World Without Grown-Ups. JLA Year 1. Now we're on to JSA Presents Stars and Stripe Volumes 1 and 2. You have the Justice League New 52 Volumes 2 and 3, because I've already shown Volume 1 in hardcover. Justice League of Midsummer's Nightmare. Justice League of America The Nail. And then you got the Silver Age Showcase Presents Justice League Volumes 1 through 6. So, there's that. Whoops. You got Kingdom Come right here. You got Martian Manhunter Showcase Presents Volumes 1 and 2. Behind Zatanna right here, you got the Phantom Stranger Volume 1 from Showcase Presents. You got Power Girl, Power Trip. You got Red Hood and the Outlaws, which is the New 52. You have Rip Hunter, Time Master. You have Robin, Boy Wonder from Showcase Presents. You have Robin Reborn. And then you have Showcase Presents Shazam. And then you have Shazam Greatest Stories Ever Told. I'm going to need to take a breather here, guys. It's been a lot. Alright, guys, I finally took my breather. So, yeah, we're on to the fourth shelf. We're just going to remove this right here. Suicide Squad, Volume 1 by during the New 52. You got the John Ostrander run of the Suicide Squad Volumes 1 and 2. You have the Showcase Presents Super Friends book. You have Supergirl Beyond Good and Evil. You got Supergirl Volume 1. You got Superman Showcase Presents Volume 1. You got Superman Batman Greatest Stories Ever Told. You got Superman Batman Public Enemies. And then Supergirl. And then Superman Family Volume 1 by Showcase Presents. Whew. I'm still tired. But Superman Greatest Stories Ever Told Volumes 1 and 2. You have Superman or Worlds at War, Book 1 and 2. And you got Superman Panic in the Sky. You have Superman vs. the Revenge Squad, Superman vs. Brainiac, Superman vs. Zod, Superman Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. And then you have The Death of Superman, World Without Superman, The Return of Superman. And then you got Teen Titans Volumes 1 and 2, which is Showcase Presents. Time Masters Vanishing Point, Trinity by Matt Wagner. Twilight, you have, and it's not the vampire Twilight, it's more of a science adventure, sci-fi adventure, epic. But yeah, you got Watchmen, you got Wonder Woman New 52, Volume 1, and then you got Wonder Woman by Mike Deodato. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. You have Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka, Volumes 1 and 2. The Wonder Woman Chronicles, Volume 1 and 2. You have Wonder Woman Greatest Stories Ever Told. You have Wonder Woman War of the Gods. And you have Wonder Woman Who is Wonder Woman. And then you have Young Love right here by Showcase Presents. You got Zatanna by Paul Dini. You have 0 Hour Crisis in Time by Dan Jurgens. And then now we're transitioning into my Marvel stuff, my Marvel comics. But yeah, this is the Fantastic Four World's Greatest Comics magazine. You got X-Men Mutant Genesis 2.0. You have Spider-Man Return of the Burglar. You have Avengers Marvel Essential Volume 4. You have Avengers by Brian Michael Bendis. You have Avengers Encyclopedia, Avengers Season 1. You got Captain America Winter Soldier, Civil War. Deadpool Max Nutjob. And Marvel Essentials Fantastic Four Volumes 1 through 4. And then let's go down to the very last shelf. We have another Fantastic Four Marvel Essentials Volume 4. The reason why I have another one is because one of them I bought when they first came out. The other one I bought in a set full of comics. And I told the guy, hey, can you remove this book? Because I already have it in my collection. And he's like, no, because he needs to get rid of it. So now I'm stuck with 2. I might give it away or something. But and then you have Marvel Essentials, Fantastic Four, Volumes 5 through 8. And then you have Fantastic Four, Crusaders and Titans. You have Fantastic Four, Strange Days by the Marvel Epic Collection. You have Fantastic Four, Nobody Gets Out. And then you got Marvel's Finest, Fantastic Four, Heroes Reborn. And you got the Fantastic Four Ultimate Collection, Volumes 1 and 2 by Mark Waid. And then you got Ultimate Fantastic Four, Volumes 1 through 5. You have Iron Man Demon in a Bottle. You have Infinity Gauntlet. You have the Marvels Project. You got Marvel Secret Wars. This is the old school Secret Wars, the limited series from the 80s, I think, where, Spider-Man gets the black costume for the first time. So there's that. You got Marvel Epic Collection, Amazing Spider-Man, Great Power, and Cosmic Adventures. You got the Spider-Man 2 movie adaptation. And then you have the Spider-Man Big Time by Dan Slott. Trash book. I personally don't like Dan Slott as a writer, because he sucks. And then you got Spider-Man Birth of Venom. You got Spider-Man Blue. You got Spider-Man Chapter 1. You have Spider-Man The Complete Clone Saga Epic, which is only Volumes 1 and 2. You have Spider-Man Death of the Stacys. You have Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. You have Spider-Man The Next Chapter, Volumes 1 through 3. You have Spider-Man Ultimate Collection Volume 1. You have Spider-Man Visionaries, John Romita. This is John Romita Sr. And then you have Spider-Man Visionaries by Kurt Busiek. You have Spider-Man Visionaries by Roger Stern. And then you have Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men Gifted and Dangerous, Volumes 1 and 2. Then you got Classic X-Men. Then you have Ultimate X-Men Volumes, 1, 3, 2 number 5s, once again. 7 and 12. So yeah, these are out of order, but I personally don't like this run, to be honest with you. Just like I don't like Grant Morrison's New X-Men. They're not good runs. But then you got Marvel Essentials X-Men Volume 2, which has Days of Future Past and the Dark Phoenix Saga in here, but they're in black and white, but that's okay because I got the stories in here, so it's all good. X-Men Bishop's Crossing. You got X-Men Children of the Atom, which is the old school, Stan Lee X-Men. You got X-Men Mutant Genesis. You got X-Men We Are X-Men. You got X-Men Extinction Agenda. And then now we're transitioning to other miscellaneous comics. Well, you got H.P. Lovecraft's The Dunwich Horror by IDW. And then you got The Adventures of Red Sonja, Volumes 1 and 2. And then you got Gail Simone's Red Sonja, Volumes 1 and 2. And you got Red Sonja, the She-Devil with the Sword. So, there it is. That's pretty much my collection as of now. I will do another updated collection video, but other than that, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Sorry for the shakiness, the struggle, and me being tired and the cuts and all that, but yeah, I will do a room tour soon, and maybe I'll show my single issues at a later video or something, but for now, yeah, hopefully you guys appreciate it. This is Steven, and I'll see you guys next time.